Central Asia, 11th century CE. Power in the medieval world did not always come from armies. Sometimes it came from marriage. The fortress of Dar al-Hizn sat above a mountain pass that controlled trade between east and west. Whoever held it controlled silk, salt, weapons, and coin. Whoever lost it vanished from history. For 30 years, the fortress belonged to one family. And then, there were no sons left. Only a daughter. Her name was Zara bint Ismail, and history would remember her by another title. The Unusual Bride. A bride who outlived her husbands. Zara was not cursed. She was not poisonous. She did not murder anyone in the night. But every man who married her died. The first was a general, sent to suppress a rebellion with too few soldiers. The second was a merchant prince, accused of treason after refusing a treaty. The third fell ill suddenly after questioning the fortress accounts. Each death followed the same pattern. Official. Legal. Convenient. The court whispered that Zara was unlucky. The truth was worse. She was valuable. The rule no one wrote down. In Dar al-Hizn, there existed an unwritten rule. If power passed to a weak man, the state corrected the mistake. Marriage to Zara was not a reward. It was a test. Any husband who failed to protect the fortress's interests, through silence, loyalty, and obedience, was removed. Quietly. And Zara knew it. She had watched 3 men walk into history, and out of life, because they mistook marriage for safety. The historian. Hassan ibn Yusuf was not a warrior. He was a chronicler, a trained historian from Baghdad, sent to document border states before they disappeared. He believed history mattered because lies lasted longer than truth. He first saw Zara during a court gathering. She stood behind a screen, silent, veiled, listening while men argued about power she legally owned but could not openly wield. When Hassan was told the court had chosen him as her next husband, he understood immediately. They did not want a ruler. They wanted a witness who would not survive. "You will die," an old court scribe told him calmly. "Or you will live and write nothing." Hassan answered simply. "If I die, at least history will be honest." The marriage. There was no celebration. No music. No crowd. Only witnesses, legal seals, and guards who watched Hassan more closely than the bride. Zara spoke to him for the first time after the vows. "You should not have agreed," she said. "Neither should you," Hassan replied. She met his eyes through the veil. "I didn't agree. I inherited." The night of records. After the wedding, Hassan was led not to a bedroom, but to an archive. Documents. Orders. Execution warrants written as logistics. This was how power killed in Dar al-Hizn, not with blades, but with ink. Zara watched him read. "If you accept this," she said, "you will live. Quietly. Comfortably. And if I don't? You will join the others." Hassan realized the truth then. Zara was not dangerous because she killed men. She was dangerous because she survived the system that killed them. The choice. At midnight, the council arrived. They gave Hassan a single demand. Endorse a false treaty. Rewrite a border incident. Make the state appear innocent. Hassan refused. "I am a historian," he said. "Not a cleaner." The word execution was never spoken. Instead, they announced he would be sent on a border inspection, alone. The same mission that had killed the first husband. Zara finally spoke. "If he dies," she said, her voice steady, "I will release every record in this archive." Silence followed. The council hesitated. Because Zara held the documents. And documents could destroy dynasties. Aftermath. Hassan was never sent. The council backed down, not out of mercy, but fear. Within 5 years, Dar al-Hizn lost its grip on the trade routes. The truth leaked. Alliances collapsed. The fortress fell, not to invasion, but exposure. History records Zara as a footnote. A noble woman. A widow. An anomaly. But Hassan wrote something else in his final chronicle. She was called unusual because men died around her. But the real danger was that she lived long enough to let the truth outlive the power that tried to bury it. Zara and Hassan left the fortress together. They did not rule. They did not return. And that is why their story survived.